EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the NFC champions, the Washington Commanders. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
They'll give it to Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, who burst onto the scene as a 7th-round rookie last year. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Tequila.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Over the middle, it's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a round run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, it's Krosky-Merritt. Room here to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 33. Again, it's Krosky-Merritt. And running with power here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 53 yards rushing for him now on their opening drive of the Super Bowl. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Patrol.
Daniels going to give to Krosky-Merritt. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Up the middle, it's Krosky-Merritt. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Commanders are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run.
Jake Moody to kick off for Washington.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And he spoke very eloquently and passionately on media day about what a victory here would mean for him. He knows this just isn't any other game. This is the kind of game that stays with you for a lifetime. If there's anyone on this field tonight who's most ready for this moment.
Oh, no, his first throw of his Super Bowl is intercepted. Picked off by Sonny Styles.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Play action, now it's Daniels. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Off the play fake, Daniels on the move to his left. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Okonkwo, 27 yards. And the Commanders will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point try now for Moody. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Jake Moody to kick off for Washington.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Motion man is Shakir. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. They find some open field here. How about this? He's to the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, 82 yards. And the Bills are on the board here in this Super Bowl.
Well, there's no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stalled out here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Daniels looking to throw. That is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Motion man is Shakir. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by Caleb Chason.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Everyone rolls into the Super Bowl saying, hey, I'm confident, I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it, you got to be wary of the jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl's unlike any other game you're going to play.
And now he's starting out 0 for 2. We'll see if he can rebound. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Allen going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Coleman. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
As they come up on 1st and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Allen off the play fake. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. This one complete to Coleman. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Gain of 9 that time on the scramble, 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
That's a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
The Commanders preparing for their next possession. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The drive will begin with a run by Krosky-Merritt. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Run down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Daniels. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. And we've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. 14-6, that's the score. We're back to Southern California right after this. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Daniels going to throw for it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. Brought down by Ed Oliver. 2nd and 7. To the air goes Daniels. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That time Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. A run inside, Krosky Merritt, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll go again here with Krosky Merritt. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 87 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
First down, here's Krosky Merritt. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a handoff to Krosky Merritt. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
On the bootleg, it's Daniels. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
A 49-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Now Allen. And complete right side to Cook. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Allen. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw, it's Allen. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Here's Lane. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly
fighting through, and he's got space. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, his second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Commanders continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Now Moody for the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was.
Jake Moody to kick off for Washington.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And Cook has it, left side. Now 2nd and 5.
James Cook. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On play action, Allen. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Sonny Styles. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play, but sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the 4th quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up. Second down.
Check the lane like a game of chess. You want to be better, bring your best. We standing in your front yard yelling, bring them out. Hey, I'm a hot girl yelling, bring them out. Hey,
So 2 quarters in the books here in Santa Clara. The Super Bowl 60 halftime straight ahead with Scott Hanson.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Scott Hanson and crew from Orlando. More from SoFi in just a bit. But first, a quick look at the highlights from our first half, and we got to shine the spotlight on this man, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. His guys are 2 quarters away from a Super Bowl championship. To find out if they can hang on, let's go back to SoFi Stadium and rejoin Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on